Zach Roloff's kids look during camping trip. Hello viewers, I am Alana. Welcome back to my channel. USA Daily History for Roloff family latest news update. Please subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon. Fans of former Little People, Big World stars Zach and Tori Roloff were stunned after seeing the family's new photos from a recent camping trip with the kids. Tori shared an update on Instagram on June 5, showing off the new memories. Writing, "Such a fun time camping as a family of 5 for the first time. It was a lot of work, but totally worth it." In the photos, which were taken in Joseph, or where they went camping, Tori, Zach, and their 3 children, Jackson, Lila, and Josiah, appeared joyful as they rode scooters, ate ice cream, played mini golf, fished, and relaxed during their fun vacation. It looked like the Roloffs had a great time on the trip, enjoying good weather and peaceful surroundings. Fans loved seeing the new photos from the Roloff family vacation, with replies in the comments like, "Camping just always makes for the sweetest family memories. Love this. And Tori, you have a beautiful family. You can tell they are having a fantastic time. All thanks to you and Zach." Others were in awe of how grown up the kids look, with one such fan writing, "Tori, they are growing up too fast. All the kids look so grown up. Lots of memories made, I am sure," said another. Little People Big World's Tori Roloff mourns loss of one of my favorite people. Former Little People, Big World star Tori Roloff suffered a major loss over the holiday when her grandmother died. The mother of 3 shared the sad news on Instagram this week, posting a sweet series of black and white pics featuring the late matriarch. In the first image, her grandmother sat in a chair holding Roloff's son, Josiah, who was a baby at the time. Tori's other 2 children, Jackson and Lila, sat at their great-grandmother's feet. The next photo showed Roloff wearing a graduation cap, her grandma smiling proudly beside her, while the third was another photo of her grandmother cradling one of the kids as an infant, who gazed up at her adoringly. "Just before Christmas, this world lost one of my favorite people," Roloff wrote in her caption. "My grandma, my Marmee," she continued. "To know Marmee was to know love and kindness and gentleness. She was one of the best people I have ever known, and I pray I can have an ounce of her grace and patience for people. She was always so generous with her time and money, and never said no to anyone. We were so blessed to have her so close the last 5 years, and I am so grateful for that time with her." Roloff also expressed her gratitude that her grandmother had the opportunity to get to know her children, "which is the greatest gift I could have ever gotten or they could have received from her. I thank God every day that I had such an amazing grandma, and I know that she is with him now looking down on all of us. I love you so much, Marmee," she concluded her post. Roloff's followers showed their support for the TV personality in the comments. "So sorry for your loss, Tori. I'm thankful that you have the memories you have had with her and your kids were able to grow up seeing her and learning from her grace and love. What a blessing. I send you comfort and love. God will see you through this difficult time and all will be okay," wrote one fan. Sending hugs. "Lost my grandma this past June while I was pregnant with my first. It almost broke me. She never got to meet my daughter. Grandparents are a treasure. I wish they lived forever," shared a second person. Tori Roloff celebrates 7-year-old son Jackson's first day of 2nd grade. "Just can't believe it." On Tuesday, September 3, the mom of 3, 33, shared a photo on Instagram as her 7-year-old son Jackson celebrated his first day of 2nd grade. In the adorable photo, Jackson can be seen wearing a white polo and tan khakis, crossing his arms across his chest. The newly minted 2nd grader stands beside a chalkboard sign that says Jackson is 7 and that he wants to be a police officer when he grows up. "Here we are, the first day of 2nd grade. I just can't believe it. I love this kid so much and I'm so proud of him and everything he does. I know he's going to rock 2nd grade," Roloff wrote in her caption. "This summer has been so wonderful, and I am so sad to see it go, but so excited to see where Jackson goes. Happy first day of 2nd grade." Tori is mom to daughter Lila, 4, and sons Josiah, 2, and Jackson, whom she shares with husband Zach Roloff, 34. In July, Tori revealed that her daughter Lila had a scary incident when she shared on her Instagram stories that she'd had a little accident by the pool. Posting a picture of Lila smiling with a cut over her eye, Tori wrote, "When it rains, it pours," over the image. A second photo showed Lila after the accident, sitting in a chair surrounded by snacks. "Lila had a little accident in the pool yesterday. I'm so glad she's okay," Tori wrote. "She split her eye pretty good, but luckily stitches weren't needed. But I think she's going to have a solid scar," she continued. "So grateful for friends that helped keep me calm and got her chips, which immediately calmed her down. There was a lot of blood, but they kept me calm to be able to manage it all." In a May episode of the couple's podcast Raising Heights, Zach and Tori answered a few questions from their viewers. One follower wrote in asking the Roloffs if they'd ever consider homeschooling their 3 kids. "Take every year as it comes. I feel like every child is different. Every year is different." Tori responded, "Yeah, we appreciate school, but yeah, we would keep our kids home." Zach answered, "We'll see. We'll take each year as it goes." Tori continued, interrupting her husband, "We like what it does for our kids and everything. And Jackson's very sociable, so I think that would be hard," added Zach. "Social? He's very social, not sociable," Tori clarified. LPBW Tori Roloff recalls questions from family and friends over whether Zach was right for her. Though Tori and Zach Roloff have been married for nearly a decade, Tori admits that her husband wasn't who she and her loved ones initially had in mind. In a Tuesday, June 20 episode of the couple's Raising Heights podcast, the former Little People, Big World stars opened up about being in a mixed-height relationship. When asked if she had ever pictured herself not marrying someone who was over 6 feet tall, Tori confessed that she never imagined she would. "The answer is no," she said candidly. "It's funny because growing up, I had lots of, okay, not to sound conceited, but there were a couple guys who were admirers of me that I would write them off and say, oh, they're too short." Now that she's had time to reflect on her dating life, Tori explained that height was never an issue, but rather, she was looking for an excuse to leave her relationships. "It was me being I don't actually care for this person. I don't see myself with this person," she continued, adding how her perspective shifted. "Once I met you, even though your height was different than what I imagined, there was nothing wrong with you. There was nothing that I could pick apart and be like, oh, I can't date this guy because he's too short." Tori wasn't the only one who had initial hesitations. The TLC star revealed that her father was also skeptical about whether or not Zach would be a good match. "I can remember getting ready to go on a date with you, and saying who you were and showing my dad a picture of you and him being no. What? No. What are you talking about? This is not the guy I pictured for you. This is not right," she recalled. "He literally asked, 'Are you sure?' Multiple times, he was like, 'I don't know about this.' And then he met you," she laughed. "I joke all the time because I'm pretty sure my dad likes you better than me now." Once her father met Zach, Tori said that their height difference was definitely overlooked, and he understood why she liked him so much. "I think that there were definitely, questions when we started dating from my friends and family," she continued. "But then once everyone met you, everyone was like, gosh, I get why this girl's into him. I get this scenario and this relationship." And then the height just didn't matter. The couple met when Tori was working at Roloff Farms and spent the 2010 pumpkin season picking squash with Zach. They eventually began dating in 2011 and went on to get married on the family farm in July 2015. Since then, they've welcomed 3 children: Jackson, Lila, and Josiah. Inside Zach and Tori Roloff's lives after leaving Little People Big World. Zach Roloff was the last Roloff child on Little People Big World, as his siblings left years before his exit. His siblings are twin brother Jeremy and younger siblings Jacob and Molly Roloff. The TV star and his wife, Tori Roloff, displayed their martial life from 2010 until early 2024. Zach, the oldest son of Matt Roloff and Amy Roloff, had been on the show since it premiered in 2006. The end of his TLC stint was indicated by a major change in his family life with Tori Roloff. The pair left Oregon for a new location. Zach and Tori's lives away from the Roloff farms saw them relocate to Battleground, Washington, with their 3 children. The couple, who tied the knot in 2015, bought a 3,300-square-foot home in 2021. At the time, Tori shared the news of their relocation on social media, writing, "Moving away from Oregon and severing ties with their long-running reality series also meant Zach and Tori Roloff needed a new source of living." However, this did not come off as a challenge to the couple. Long before ending his stint, Zach had other sources of income. The oldest child of Matt and Amy Roloff may have been on his family's TV series for a long time, but that was not the only way he grew his wealth. Besides the TV show, the TLC star worked as a tour guide on Roloff Farm, where customers paid $350 per ticket. Zach Roloff's tour guide job ended after he and his father's disagreements over purchasing the farm. Zach and his wife launched their podcast, Raising Heights, the same month they exited Little People Big World. Aside from the podcast, Tori owns a photography business. The former kindergarten teacher is also a social media influencer. While Zach Roloff and his family are happy in their new home, his time on the farm and his appearance in his family's series were a major contribution to his wealth. However, it is no surprise that he is doing just fine without the show. During the podcast host's time on TLC, he worked as a coach for youth soccer teams in Oregon, and he enjoyed the role. Zach also openly shared his passion for the sport. He revealed in an interview with Lock Laces in 2017, Zach Roloff's love for soccer goes beyond being a coach for youth teams. He competed with the USA team in 2018 in the first Copa American Dwarf World Cup. Zach, who had a complicated relationship with his twin brother Jeremy, helped America win against Great Britain in the World Dwarf Games soccer finals The TV star also played for the United States Dwarf Football Association in 2023. It is no secret that Zach Roloff and Tori Roloff's media careers have been a huge part of their relationship. However, parenting has also been an essential part of the couple's life. The former reality TV stars are parents to son Jackson Kyle, daughter Lila Ray, and son Jose Luke, who all have dwarfism. They experienced some parenthood challenges in June 2024 when their daughter Lila was operated on for her tonsils and adenoid removal. The parents shared news of their daughter's surgery on their podcast, where they revealed that their little girl was doing great after the procedure. Tori Roloff explained that she and her husband were concerned about how their daughter would handle the surgery. The relieved mom went on to explain, leading up to when the TV stars left Little People Big World, they updated fans on their reason for calling it quit. Tori started with a tone of finality as she informed fans that they would not return to the show.